es la patria o la tumba, libertad o con gloria morir. Oriental es la patria o la tumba, libertad o con gloria morir. Es el voto que el alma pronuncia y que heroico sabremos cumplir. Es el voto que el alma pronuncia y que heroico sabremos cumplir. Que sabremos cumplir. Es el voto que el alma pronuncia y que heroico sabremos cumplir. Que sabremos cumplir. Sabremos cumplir. Sabremos cumplir, sabremos cumplir.
Eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Theodore Roosevelt's recipe for success has real resonance for Australia tonight as they see a glittering prize twinkling on the horizon. They are ready, they are prepared, they're willing, they're determined to end 31 years of pain. The only question remains is whether they're good enough. In 90 minutes or perhaps a little longer, we shall know. Well, Guus Hiddink has gone for a team that has goals in mind this evening. Tim Cahill and Marco Bresciano start. Harry Kewell and Archie Thompson are the men to drop out. It's reasonably the same 3-4-3 shape that Hiddink started with on Saturday. Tim Cahill playing at the head of the diamond. Vinnie Grella at the base, no doubt to keep an eye on the danger man Recoba. Emerton and Chipperfield will be expected to get forward and get some balls into the box for the likes of Cahill and captain Mark Viduka. Kewell and Aloisi may be used, among others, off the bench. Craig Foster, is that the team that you would have picked if you were Guus Hiddink?
I think so. The only surprise, as we said, as Les said in the lead-up to this match, was maybe Harry Kewell. Whether that was a tactical switch or depended on his physical condition. To have 90 minutes, he hasn't done that for oh so long. We always knew Marco Bresciano was going to come in, and Timmy Cahill is another genuine match winner. Those two players, reasonably fresh, both of them, are going to be key.
The two captains, Mark Viduka and Paulo Montero. Tonight's referee, of course, Luis Medina Cantalejo. Change from Spain. The Uruguayans wanted a change, and as for the Uruguayan lineup, well, they've come with a slightly more circumspect approach, as you might expect on such a big event. In fact, it looks like they're pretty well matched up man for man with Australia. Guillermo Rodriguez and the returning Diego Lugano form a back three with Paulo Montero the captain. Gustavo Varela also returns after his ban. He and Mario Reguero providing the width, along with Diogo and Dario Rodriguez. Recoba, we think, will support Richard Morales up front. That side showing 4 changes from the first leg. Diego Perez in midfield was suffering with a muscular problem, possibly something to do with their long flight, in which most of them, Craig, had to fly economy.
Yeah, absolutely. They're certainly not pleased, the players. I hear from the Uruguayan players, they're pretty upset they had to come that way. In fact, it was the lanky Morales who felt it the most, sitting in economy for 20 hours, not being able to stretch his legs. Whether that's going to affect him in the match, time will tell. It certainly looks as though it is a defensive lineup. Recoba will sit just in behind there, and he'll expect those wing-backs to come back, maybe play a 5-4-1 at times. Recoba, as always, so very dangerous.
Well, there's the first problem of the night for the referee. We need a new ball. It's a wonderful sight at Telstra Stadium. Who says this isn't a football country? As we look at the Uruguayan danger man, Alvaro Recoba, vital in Australia. Keep tabs on him tonight, but it's a sea of green and gold. A few Uruguayan flags as well. You know, back in 1974, Australia beat Uruguay 2-0 in Sydney en route to a World Cup in Germany. Could the same thing happen again tonight? We're about to find out. Cross your fingers, your toes, have your worry beats to hand. This is going to be a heck of a ride. Australia chasing the tie. 1-0 down after the first leg in Montevideo. And they're kicking from right to left on your screen in this first half. It's bound to be edgy, nervy opening start. Both teams try and settle down in front of this huge crowd at Telstra Stadium. Alvaro Recoba said this week that Uruguay had a divine right to be at the World Cup finals. Well, they're going to have to earn it this evening. Just a few of the banners picked up on that statement in the crowd in Sydney. Divine right, said one, not tonight. I think, Craig, that patience might just be the key as well for Australia tonight. They've really got to play the tie and not the occasion.
That's right. Possession will be critical for us. We need to make sure, like the first 30 minutes in Montevideo, we do control this match. We do control the ball. We need to get combinations, get people close to each other. Support for Viduka. It is the role for Cahill and Bresciano, so getting back to defend when needed.
Problems with the ball again for the Spanish referee to sort out. You can hear one or two of the boos from the crowd. They think it's a little more gamesmanship from the Uruguayans. I'll tell you that Jorge Fossati has been vocal again in the Uruguayan press in the last couple of days. Quote, "We've got to leave to one side all the things that are being said," said Fossati. "We're not fearing that it might be in FIFA's interests when Australia go through." Where he gets that from, I'm not sure. Carlos Diogo taking his time over this throw-in on the right-hand side for Uruguay. They are in the box seat, leading as they do 1-0. Scott Chipperfield getting early touch of the ball. Didn't he play well in Montevideo? And of course, he did give away the free kick that led to the only goal that separates the teams at the moment. The referee's coming across to the near side. A word with the fourth official. There's obviously some problem with balls that are being used. Well, they should use this one or that one. It's now all been sorted out by Luis Medina Cantaleo. It's Gustavo Varela getting the return pass from Diogo. Only Popovic got ahead on it. Chipperfield to Viduka. Grella swinging the left boot. It's Guillermo Rodriguez, one of two Rodriguez's on the park tonight. And the first free kick has gone Uruguay's way. Richard Morales, always a handful for Lucas Neal.
Nice early signs, though, for Australia defensively. Trying to make sure they put pressure on the first touch of the Uruguayans coming from behind, keep them going away from goal, as they did on that occasion.
Recoba to deliver. Oh, and it bounced off Mark Schwarzer. An early scare for Australia. He is the danger from any sort of range. We saw that on Saturday night in Montevideo. It was a good 30-35 metres out there, but he can hit them from any sort of range.
That's where he's so dangerous. Mark Schwarzer just trying to organise his defence. And while you're doing that, to maintain concentration, so he'll have a go from anywhere. Recoba, I've seen him hit them as well. In the first leg, Schwarzer made some superb saves, held everything he needed to do, and really needs to be on it tonight.
Another free kick, another delivery by Recoba towards Carlos Diogo, who's coming into the far post. Scott Chipperfield, who concedes the corner. It's been a bit of a nervy start by Australia. There's some problem with the pressure of the footballs, as you might have gathered by the constant changing in the opening moments. This is the man that Australia have to keep tabs on. Can't afford to give away too many free kicks, or indeed corners, with his quality of delivery. It's Morales who's the target. Schwarzer will get it.
Time to settle down now for Australia. Some good possession. Just take the time. Start to build up the play. Get some people on the ball. Settle the nerves.
Won't do too much to settle the nerves for Vinny Grella. Slight misunderstanding with Lucas Neal. It's Pablo Garcia of Real Madrid, of course, with the headband. A little player for the Uruguayans in midfield. Here's Dario Rodriguez, the goal scorer in the first leg. Vidmar wins that contest. Now Jason Kalina.
It's good play from Kalina. He's maintaining possession, nothing on.
Now Brett Emerton scampering away, just too much pace on the ball from Tony Vidmar. Right idea though.
That's the key. Playing with one up front now, Viduka. It's a pretty cautious start really. Just leaving Cahill in behind Viduka. When we do receive the ball, we need to attack with players, get numbers forward.
I'm sure the likes of Everton and Chipperfield have been given licence to get forward, and that's good work by Mark Viduka. Has Cahill and Bresciano in support. Slips it to Cahill, flag was up far side.
That's why he's there, Timmy Cahill. A yellow card, missed out in the first leg. Gets a run in this most important of the games. Wants to get forward. Viduka tracking back wide, pushing Uruguay into wide areas. Win the ball and then break forward.
Do you fancy there are goals in this Australian team? The problem is whether they'll be able to keep them out at the other end. It's going to be a fascinating night's entertainment. And a battle of wits, of course, between the two coaches as well. Neal, it's a long stretch that for Jason Kalina. Leaves it for Grella. Bresciano forward to Emerton. Turned up by Pablo Garcia.
It's good pressure. Pressure by Grella.
A good game in Montevideo did Vince Grella. Flags up far side against Mark Viduka. It's a questionable decision. Spanish team of officials tonight. Again, Paulo Montero, I think, just questioning the pressure of the ball. Here's Varela. Diogo. Side steps Chipperfield. Trenching challenge coming in from Vinny Grella. And last off Kalina. Question that the Australians will be fired up tonight. It's possibly one of the slight problems that Chris Hiddink has, to keep their concentration, keep their shape, which they did so well in Uruguay. Lugano. Varela in a tight spot. There's a foul by Chipperfield.
It's the pressure though. The tackle wasn't the best. It's so critical when we lose the ball. Fasadi getting upset about the tackle, no doubt. This time more than anything. critical when they turn over possession. The nearest man puts pressure on Uruguayan player. Don't let them play forward. Don't send them sideways and backwards.
Now Bresciano. Just going to touch off Diogo that, which deflected it into the path of the goalkeeper. Incidentally, Luis Medina Cantalejo just had a word with Jorge Fossati on this near side. They're encroaching out of the technical area. Kasper Larsen had to have the same conversation in Uruguay on Saturday. Strong challenge by Scott Chipperfield. Just letting him know that, letting Varela know that he's around. Now Varela has slipped his marker. Went to ground rather quickly there. Australian fans weren't happy with that decision. A few complaints by Chipperfield.
That's lovely skill, really. Chipperfield on the inside got very, very close. This is danger signs. Exact same situation from the first leg.
It's almost the same spot. Over to take. Referee again is just going to sort one or two things out in the penalty area. A few tense moments in Sydney, as you'd expect. Lots of movements in the penalty area. Kovac delays. And the referee's going to have another word. I've never seen an official so involved in a game in the opening 10 minutes, Craig.
I don't think it's a bad thing. Simon is just asserting control here. Players jostling, shoving, Perk shirt pulling. You see Lugano, Tony Vidmar, he needs to step up there, which he tries to do.
It's Rakova to deliver. Schwarzer would have known too much about that one. It's been deflected behind. Another Uruguayan corner.
It's a great defensive header from Tony Popovic.
Another corner for Uruguay. Again, lots of movement. Oh, and Schwarzer didn't get there. And it was Diego Lugano, I think, who got the header, or maybe even came off his shoulder. Flag had gone up in any case.
Well, again, the ball was nothing short of world class. He put so much pace on it. Spin, hits it flat, straight across the defenders. It's almost impossible for a keeper to come out. He knows if he makes that choice, ball can be past him in a fraction of an instant. They have so many big players arriving in the box. It really is a test.
12 minutes gone, it's goalless in Sydney. Andrew Orsatti is down on the touchline with a comment. Andrew?
Yes, indeed. Simon, I have to tell you, it was right under our nose that moment ago when Diego Lugano tangled with Tony Vidmar. And I tell you what, it was almost like a rugby tackle between the two.
Thank you, Andrew. Australia have a corner, their first of the game. 12 and a half minutes gone. Bresciano to take. Away at the near post by Montero. And Uruguay have dealt with that well.
It's a better ball from Bresciano. He's our set-piece specialist. How much we'll need that tonight.
Australia just need to settle down a bit here. That's a good ball. Popovic had stayed up for the corner. A shot from long range from Tony Vidmar. Forcing the save out of Carigi.
He doesn't score often, and when he does, they're important goals. And with the ball set up for him, it was a very good defensive header, actually. We had a man getting around the back there. Could have been dangerous. Good strike on target.
First real attacking intent for Australia. And again, they conceded a free kick. There's been too many of these in the opening 13-14 minutes, Craig.
If it continues, I think he'd be better off telling Lucas Neal, just allow Morales to win them in the air and let's take the runners. So we cannot afford to keep giving away free kicks in these positions.
I need to tell you who's going to take it. Diogo on the volley. And obviously a training ground move. That one didn't quite come off for Carlos Diogo, who plays for Real Madrid, whose father also played for the Uruguayan national team. approaching the quarter-hour mark. Still goalless. Uruguay leading over the two legs. You have to say, Craig, so far it's the visitors who've impressed them all.
I think so. We've started fairly cautious. And this guy here, Vinny Grella, needs to get himself on the ball and start to dictate the play a little bit in the centre of midfield. He's doing a good job of spoiling. He needs to start to settle the side down from the centre as well.
Lugano just slipped. It has been a wet day in Sydney. Clouds have relented as kick-off approached. There's just a bit of zip about the surface. Bresciano. Duka was on the stretch. Cahill won the header. Chipperfield goes down. Free kick.
That's better play. A little bit lucky. Ball in from Bresciano into Viduka. Putting his head into his feet. Getting all around 30 yards out from the box. Cahill getting up, as we know he can. Chipperfield getting the second ball. We've got bodies there now. This is where we need to capitalise whenever we get down to the defensive Uruguayan third.
Would there be justice if Australia were to get a goal here for the foul on Scott Chipperfield? As he gave away the foul for the first goal in Montevideo. So far the only goal. Bresciano to take. Atmosphere rising at Telstra Stadium in Sydney. It's Bresciano. That's a good metre or two over the top. Sighter for Marco Bresciano, who looked very dangerous when he came off the bench on Saturday.
Yes, he did. Within a minute, in fact, he'd hit something similar to this in open play. Almost glazed the far post. This time it missed the near. It's a good early tester from Bresciano. Already sent the warning to the keeper, Carini. Going to have a strike here. Affects his positioning. He'll be more reticent to come out.
Well, Australia dropped off Richard Morales there, as you suggested, Craig, but they still ended up giving away the free kick.
Oh, well, they were unlucky that time. But it was good play, I like it. Leave him isolated, let him head the ball. Take the runners, they're going nowhere.
Here's Recoba. Pablo Garcia. Now Lugano. Good challenge from Vinny Grella.
Good shepherding wide.
He's playing his way into the game, Vince Grella. Diogo. A little 1-2 with Diego Lugano, spotted by Lucas Neal. Diogo's still got the cross in. Lugano picks it up.
Good pressure.
Too many gold shirts in the way. Oh, Scott Chipperfield forgot the ball.
What's going on there?
Well, the referee has pulled play up for a free kick to Australia. And I think Scott Chipperfield's frustration there was the fact that he wanted an advantage to be played. Tony Popovic. Worked very hard with his fitness over the last few weeks with Les Gillis and Anthony Crea. Though he's not been playing regularly for Crystal Palace through his various injury problems. Well as well, Montevideo. Viduka just leaning off. Here's a chance for Everton. Kalina! Beaten away by Fabio Carini. Still in play?
Still.
Corner ball.
That is good football. Good football, Tony Vidmar. Ball from the back to front, right into the feet of Mark Viduka. Oh, he loves it. Just holding off the player, putting people into play. He could have a strike there, unselfish.
There's the corner. It's a deep one. It's too deep for Tony Vidmar. A few pleasantries between Vidmar and Guillermo Rodriguez as well.
And he can hit them from there, Jason Kalina. Good opportunity for him on his favoured right boot, just outside the box. Plenty of those in the Dutch First Division, but good play at the back, I like it. We're under pressure, out wide. Popovic turned back, went back to the keeper, switched the play.
Now Recoba. Oh, he's nicked the ball away from Vidmar. It's Recoba! Oh. Could have scored and possibly should have scored, and maybe put the tide beyond Australia's reach, and Recoba knows it. Australia have got out of jail there, Craig.
Yeah. Well, we need some luck. We always need luck in these big games. Tell you what, we haven't had a tremendous amount in the last 7 campaigns. Maybe we're due. Maybe that's a sign for Australia. I'll tell you what, on his left boot there, Recoba, he's has to hit the target.
Put the house on him hitting the target. You can breathe easy at home. For a moment at least.
So 90 minutes of this.
It's going to be one of those nights.
It's just what we can't afford. It's just what Uruguay wanted. They've been in the game, just in wide areas, having some possession. They allow us to come forward a little bit, and then when they break at speed. And Recoba, such a danger.
We played 20 minutes at Telstra Stadium in Sydney. 7 shots in the game so far. Australia have had their best chance through Jason Colina. Uruguay really should have taken the lead through Alvaro Recoba. Meduka battling with Diego Lugano. That's going to be another interesting contest tonight. He didn't cope with him very well in Montevideo.
He's a difficult customer. Lugano getting over the back of him every time as well. Returning the compliment from Morales. He has free kicks here consistently. I'll relish this.
That's about 25, 30 metres out. Bresciano. By Pablo Garcia on the edge of the penalty box. Went Grilla. Away by Reguero. Into Uruguay. Twice former winners, of course, of the World Cup. As we look at the Australian bench, Chris Hiddink, ponderous mood. Uruguay's had a great history. In fairness, they haven't done too much on the biggest stage in recent years. They are beatable. Here's Lucas Neal. Bresciano didn't really look where Colina was. Australia have got it back. Not luckily, perhaps. It's a stretch for Cahill. Did well. Trying to work it out towards Chipperfield. Intercepted though by Diogo. Morales. Pablo Garcia. Reguero is free on the left. To go right. Recoba. 3 gold shirts around him immediately. Now Dario Rodriguez. Reguero's touch. Varela. Good possession football by Uruguay. A technically gifted side. Chipperfield's challenge. Popovic up towards Meduka. Claims of a handball, not heeded. Varela slips it past Grella. Varela has stayed down. He's getting a bit of grief from the Australian fans beneath us.
Plenty of possession for Uruguay. Australia shuffling across the park and back again. Switches of play. Don't be too concerned. Just when they get here in these areas, sometimes get positive numbers. Scott Chipperfield's working very hard. At times he's got people running onto him, so he needs some assistance. Grella sometimes just a little bit slow getting across to help him. It's a bit of a worry.
Rano leading into Mark Meduka. Despite the angelic look. Now, another free kick for Marco Bresciano to deliver. A lot of set pieces so far in this game for both teams. Australia make one count. Cahill was lurking on the far post. Good claim, though, by Fabian Carini.
It's too easy.
And a bit of afters, too. Now, Guillermo Rodriguez was the man who shot Cahill in the face there.
It's just the referee wasn't interested.
I was always told you can't raise your arms on a football field, otherwise you risk a card.
Touch someone on the face, regardless of how you do it. He's just got to keep his cool.
Here's Varela. Chipperfield just stuck the leg out. And here is that last incident, Craig. Oh, I'm sorry, but you can't do that.
No, that's right. It's just the referee's right there. Referee's got to be closer to the action there. It's out of order on a football park. Trying to wind up Timmy Cahill. They've targeted him or not. I'm not sure Timmy needs to get above that.
Mark Viduka, just whilst we were watching that replay, did have a word with the referee. Which is his right, I suppose, as the Australian captain. Time, Lucas Neal. Australia try and get their way out of defence. Eventually they go long. Viduka's flick. Chased down by Emerton. Now Kalina. Chipperfield's touch. Finding his Palmer teammate, Bresciano. In turn gives it to Kalina. Viduka very tightly marked by Lugano. Now Rakoba. Reguero. Miguela with the tackle.
That's the job. Screening in front. Important tackle.
Again, Reguero has remained on the turf. Australian crowds particularly impressed by what they see perhaps as Uruguayan antics. Oh, and that was an arm across the face by Tony Popovic, and Popovic is going to get a yellow card for that. Now, to be fair, Craig, I think that's justified, but Australia will say there should have been a yellow card at the other end too.
Oh, there's no doubt. It's two different incidents, so this is blatant. Defender, Uruguayan defenders, a little bit craftier. Instead of with his back to the referee. Back from Pogba, well, he's just stepped across and clearly impeded the progress of Rakoba. And he gets an open play on the counter-attack, Jim. He's such a threat.
And the Uruguayan bench always have plenty to say. As Harry Kewell just going through some limbering up exercises, he may get to play his part later on. Rakoba's okay. Really, Tony Popovic can have no complaints about the yellow card. As for Inter in Italy, of course, Alvaro Rakoba was once the best paid player in world football. Doesn't play that often for Inter these days. More words between the referee and the fourth official and Jorge Fossati. It's a night of high tension in Sydney.
Every time Uruguayan is kicked or fouled, you see Fossati off the bench trying to wind the referee up. Trying to gain every advantage possible.
Did request a change of referee, of course. Not officially, according to FIFA. I don't think there's any doubt that they prefer the Spanish official to the original choice, Frank de Bleker of Belgium. There's Vinny Grella. He's under pressure. Good ball for Bresciano. And it's into Kalina.
Started beautifully, Kalina.
Now, Grella. They just run away from him for a moment. Viduka finding Emerton. Brett Emerton with a shot.
Pulled off into space out wider. Low percentage shot from Emerton. Saw him take one with his left boot. And the Centenario, again, maybe not the best option. Worked very hard, Bresciano has, to get outside him to make the option.
It looks very much as though Australia are going to make an early substitute. Harry Kewell, we saw warming up a few minutes ago. He's stripped and ready for action on this near touchline. Come back to that as Guillermo Rodriguez goes long. Here's Reguero. Whitmore puts it into touch. There is Harry Kewell, he of the two ponytails these days. Wait a moment or two before making his entrance. Just wonder whether there's an early injury for Australia, Craig.
It's difficult to say. Just wonder whether one of the defenders centrally is going to come off.
Scott Chipperfield free on the left if Australia can work the ball out to him. Have your picture at the moment. Here's Grella in the centre circle.
There's no doubt Hiddink has seen the ball.
Viduka was offside. It was a late flag.
Nice run though. He's always looking to get in behind the Uruguayan line, which is good. Not always coming short, but Gus Hiddink has seen something that he either doesn't like from Australia or that he wants to capitalise on. Here you have it, Tony Popovic making way. It's a tactical switch, taking off one of the central defenders for an attacking player. Whether he'll go to a back four with Rakoba dropping in deep. Don't need the central three looking after them. Chipperfield comes in. Kewell looks to go to the left. Keep an eye on that.
Certainly looks that way, Craig.
It does. And he's leaving one man up front is Uruguay. Rakoba in behind. Only one at any stage. He would have known that. He wouldn't want to take the risk in the first 20 minutes. You see yourself into the game. Put your central three. Make sure safety first and adjust as the game goes on.
Well, more words with the Uruguayan bench. I think somebody from the Uruguayan delegation has been sent to the stand. Well, it's all going on. As yet, though, nobody has troubled the score sheet. We're just tuning in. Best chance for either side. Jason Kalina for Australia. Alvaro Rakoba just shortly afterwards. Really should have hit the target. Harry Kewell is on. Tony Popovic is off.
He's keeper under pressure. Plenty of time to deliver a ball. He's having a sterling match, Tony. He needs to roll it back to his right boot. Puts it on his left at pace. Sometimes. It's no doubt. It's as though we've gone to a back four here. He's pushing on a little bit. I think when we attack, we'll leave three at the back. Push one of the wide fullbacks forward. We didn't need that extra defender.
One of those defenders, Lucas Neal.
Good adjustment by Hiddink. That's what he's here for.
There's a few coaches that read a game as well as Gus Hiddink. Here is Kewell. His first touch. Chipperfield finding Cahill. Can't tighten the spaces. Here's Harry Kewell.
It's still there.
And it's in!
Still there!
Australia have scored! Marco Bresciano! 33 minutes played. And Telstra Stadium erupts. Australia are level. What a moment. And Harry Kewell's involvement and impact is immediate.
And it was brilliant. It's a brilliant tactical switch by Hiddink. Give the man some credit. 25 years coaching at the highest level, read the game, read the weakness, read what Australia needed. Needed number 10, HQ. Great introduction from Kuhl. Beautiful combination play, getting numbers there. Good support. Kuhl coming inside, lovely run. Just played together. Viduka at Leeds for years. Good understanding. Dream goal for Australia.
What about that for a finish too by Marco Bresciano? Cool as you like. He's scored some crackers for Australia in recent years. Is that the most vital one he'll score? Well, it's set up beautifully now. The problem Australia have now, not to get too excited because there's a real buzz around the stadium.
Just to maintain possession. Also want to keep going forward. Well, you've got it. Let's try and get another. Just keep positive numbers at the back. See when we're going forward now, we're keeping 3 men there. Chipperfield's tucking in. And Brett Emerton's going forward.
Grella, no offside. The ball was just a bit too long from Vinnie Grella. Australian tails are up, no question about that. Thanks to that man's goal. Listen to the noise around Telstra Stadium, and this is why.
It was beautiful work by Kuhl. As soon as he came in, one-touch stuff, flicked it back, went inside, the touch off Viduka, took a shot. Thankfully for Australia, it ran for Bresciano. I tell you what, we've asked for a big night from Marco. Last couple of years, he's been taking a step forward every time he played for Australia. I'm feeling it might be his night.
Well, you did give him the big build-up, Craig. He's delivered. There's a long way to go yet. Grella is penalised meantime. We'll take another look at the goal scorer. Must be going through Jorge Fossati's mind. 1-0 Australia on the night. All square over the 2 legs. And here's Montero with the free kick for Uruguay. Headed on by Morales. Here's Reguero. That was a foul by Mark Viduka. That was a striker's challenge. Big Dukes knows it.
Sort of challenge frustrates coaches. 37 minutes gone. You've just gone up 1-0. You have your skipper and striker come back and put a challenge like that and allow Rakova on the ball for 7-8 minutes to half-time.
Well, this is an important moment for Australia. So just moving Harry Kuhl to block that near post. It's Rakova with the delivery again. He's gone for the near post. Morales was the target.
Good, I like it. He should do that more. When he gets the ball airborne, he gets it in around between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box is where it's far more dangerous. And that is a great finish as well from Bresciano. He's got an eye for goal. Score in the Serie A.
That's what they thought about it in Melbourne as well. Great stuff.
Again, Viduka Lagano. It's a key battle.
I can tell you that Diego Lugano, suspended for the first leg, spent the whole of last week playing as Mark Viduka in training. His replacement, Diego Lopez. They've really found him difficult to deal with over the 2 legs. Carini has more work to do here. Free kick Australia. Bresciano's delivering. And Garcia at full stretch.
He needs to be better. One of those free kicks could decide the game in Australia's favour. Needs to get the ball up.
Lino drills it in. Up goes Viduka. Picked up by Diogo. That's a good flick on by Reguero. Morales just holds it up. Little return pass, foul by Tony Vidmar. Just the sort of area Australia don't need to concede set pieces, and a yellow card too for Vinny.
He's been half a yard off there. He's provided cover. I think it was Lucas Neal. He's just tried to sit behind him. She's led him 3 or 4 yards off. Morales has had to come forward. And the foul away. Well, they knew before the match, Simon, they would have to survive a number of Recoba's free kicks.
Well, there's another one to deal with here. This one's a bit closer. Greatest of angles for left-footer. Can go over the top of the wall. It's Mark Schwartz's right-hand post. This could be a key moment. 5 minutes to the break. Australia leading 1-0. 1-1 in the tie. Australian ball just edging forward. Referee trying to keep them in check. It's Recoba. Over the top. Schwarzer watched it all the way.
Good signs. Very good signs. Keep the momentum, Australia. The momentum of the team. Things going your way. To turn. It's 2 free kicks now. Recoba has wasted.
There's Viduka. Ghana wins that little battle. Let's quickly nip down to the sideline. Andrew Orsatti. Andrew.
We've known it all along, of course. The marking on set pieces a concern, and of course the delivery from Recoba is one thing, but I just saw Marco Bresciano and a teammate switch at the very last minute. They were screaming amongst themselves. Neither really knew their job, and thankfully it came off for us. It went out.
Thank you, Andrew. Here's Varela meantime. Using out to Grella. Bresciano uses it to Pablo Garcia. Morales with the header. It's a bit scrappy in the midfield. The benefit of the doubt has gone Uruguay's way. Pablo Garcia and Vinny Grella. A real tussle for the ball. Came off the chest of Lucas Neal. It's yet another free kick. 3 minutes to go before the break. Really feel the tension at Telstra Stadium. That's comfortable enough. Well, should have been for Mark Schwarzer. Decided to just bounce the ball. Lugano saw his opportunity. And it all ends in smiles. It's an easy enough catch for Schwarzer, but just the bounce gave Lugano half a thought of going in for the rebound. It's a good header towards Viduka. Helps it on towards Bresciano. Emerton in support. Kuhl, Viduka and Cahill wait in the box. Grella. Flick on by Cahill, but Kuhl had stopped his run on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Morales' header, cleared by Lucas Neal. Grella. So a good first half, just beyond Viduka. Kuhl tries to win it back, and was rather late on Diego Lugano. He's going to have to sort out another little spat. Well, it was a foul, no question about that. So Lugano certainly made the most of it. See by Harry Kuhl's face as soon as he made the challenge. He knew he was late. And surprise, surprise, Lugano's on his feet and okay. Rodriguez goes long. Came off Chipperfield. Can Diogo keep it in? He can. Checks back onto the left boot. And that's an Australian throw. Well played, Harry Kewell. He's really put himself about, Harry Kewell, since coming on for Tony Popovic. The half-hour mark. A vital part to play in the goal. It's another late challenge, this time by Reguero, who gets shown the yellow card. Jason Colina felt the full weight of this one. Mario Reguero, who played in the games between these two nations 4 years ago. 8 other surviving members of the 2001 squad for Uruguay. There'll be 2 minutes additional time, incidentally, at the end of this opening period. Good news is that Jason Colina is okay, fit to resume. Viduka goes down. Bresciano got the follow-up. Here is Emerton. Aguero tracked back well. He tries to launch a counter. Another free kick. He's been a central figure, hasn't he, Luis Medina Cantalejo? Everything from the pressure of the balls to sorting out problems on the Uruguayan bench. A few bookings as well. He's earned his match fee already. It's the final minute of the 2 to be added on at the end of the first half. Australia need to maintain their lead into the break. They've dealt with that free kick comfortably enough. Kewell. That's a foul by Diogo, and it'll be another card. Starting to rack up. 2 apiece. Just the switch of feet did the damage. Diogo joins Reguero in the referee's notebook. Chipperfield with this free kick. Great if Australia could get a second goal. Came off Emerton's head. There's Kewell. Colina. There is the half-time whistle. A very eventful first half. And it's the Australian fans who are on their feet at the break. Jason Colina had a good chance for Australia early on. Rakoba really should have scored, but that man did. And his 7th international goal means that on the tie, it's all square. But on the night, at the break, it's Australia leading Uruguay by 1-0. There's Medina Cantalejo, and a busy first half. On his whistle, he'll be away in the second. Reminder of the scenario, Australia leading 1-0 on the night. It's 1-1 over the 2 legs. So if it was to stay this way, then we would have extra time and conceivably penalties. I'm sure any of our hearts could stand that stress. Foul on Tim Cahill. Incidentally, no changes for either side, either coach during the break. Change that has been made so far by Australia. Kewell for Tony Popovic. Looks a good move, at least thus far, for Chris Hiddink. And here is Kewell. Trying to attack the Uruguayan fullback, and it's a free kick. And possibly a word in the ear of Diego Lugano, a Spanish official. Well, maybe just some signs that Harry Kewell's regaining some of that trickery with the feet that has made him arguably Australia's most famous player. More importantly, it's an early chance in this second half for the Socceroos to put more pressure on the Uruguayan defence. Bresciano, the goal scorer, standing over the ball. Crowd are on their feet again. It's a wonderful atmosphere inside Telstra Stadium in Sydney. The Socceroos drive home their advantage. Bresciano curls it in. Oh, and Cahill was free. Couldn't get on it. Still in the box, over the top corner.
Better free kick. The message at half-time to Bresciano, more of the same. Get your set pieces right. Bresciano
just urging the crowd in that far side. Australian corner. Over the top of Brett Emerton. Good header by Lugano. In the air by Grilla. Trying to retrieve it for Australia. Down the line by Guillermo Rodriguez. Lucas Neal just throwing the ball out of play. Jason Kalina just having a word with the Spanish official.
Protesting about the challenge on him, about bouncing ball. It was a poor defensive header from Grella. Came out, the clearance. Kalina under pressure.
Emerton's tackle gives Uruguay their first corner of the second half.
Pressure on the man, on the ball. Whenever it's distributed to someone, it's critical for Australia. Can't start to allow Uruguayan players to get time on the ball.
Kova's getting some stick from the home fans, as you might expect. He's enjoying it. It's a mark of respect for a player. There's his delivery. It's a deep one. Oh, Lugano was free. Unfortunately, a foul had been committed on Tim Cahill.
Can't have that man at the back post. Lugano, very good in the air. Again, they've got someone free.
Andrew Osati's got some news from the dressing room during the break. Andrew?
As you'd expect, Simon, it was extremely tense on the sideline just before half-time. Some of the FFA officials were complaining with the fourth official and the substitutes from Uruguay, but it was one of extreme calm in the half-time chat from Hiddink. He asked the players to remain composed, don't panic, and the players were encouraging each other. I spoke to Ahmed Elric, who's not named on the substitutes bench tonight, and he said they are ready for the fight here tonight.
Sure they are. Thank you, Andrew. Guillermo Rodriguez, who's committed a series of fouls in this game. He's won the corner there for Uruguay. Schwarzer just urging that concentration, that focus. It's vital the Socceroos do not concede after having worked so hard to get their noses in front of this game. Kova's delivery, free header, and over the top by Morales.
You are joking.
Well, the flag had gone up on the far side in any case, but well,
please, guys, back to evens. 2 corners, 2 free headers, one at the back post, one on the 6-yard box. Can't happen.
You just wonder, Craig, is this going to be Australia's night? Those years of pain down the years where things have gone against Australia. Back to the Iran game. Uruguay 4 years ago in Montevideo, when a great spell in the opening period of the second half in Montevideo. Maybe Lady Luck is about to smile on the Socceroos. Shouldn't tempt fate. Still a long way to go. Here's Kuhl. Decent delivery. And then he gets.
Real concerns for us in defence. We saw in the first leg in Montevideo 2 or 3 occasions. One of them they scored from Uruguay. There was blue shirts free in the box and set pieces. It just can't happen. Talk was before the match, we're going to play with 3 zonal defenders and the rest picking up. Something's going wrong.
Now here's Reguero. Trying to snap at his heels. Emerton's there as well. Wants to keep pace with him and does so.
It's done well. It's done well.
You could just tell that there's some frustration from the Uruguayan players. Trying to claim free kicks at every opportunity, although in fairness, Everton did have hold of Aguero's shirt there.
It's a good contest. Just starting to get in the ear of the Australians as well. I've noticed a few words to say to Lucas Neal. Wind up the Australians.
Come off the arm of Dario Rodriguez. He was appealing. There's Lugano. Varela. Good move by the Uruguayans. Morales and Diego Lugano wait in the middle.
Good tracking back.
It's a goal kick.
Brilliant stuff. Scotty Chipperfield stepped forward into midfield there. This time the challenge. It was a mistimed run coming out of the defensive line. Once he'd missed, the ball was into Morales. The boy wide for Uruguay was free. Needs to occupy that space. Chipperfield can only come forward. It's safe to do so. Thankfully, Harry Kuehl tracked back beautifully.
Here's Brett Everton. Ravarelli did well to get the throw in. Wants to take it quickly. Molina in a bit of space. And he works it out to Chipperfield. Kuehl. Step over, and another. Into the right foot. Oh, and a shot by Tim Cahill! Just wide of the post, and it took a deflection too.
And he's taken a hit on the ankle as well. It's always dangerous there. Tell you what, I think it was Montero. He's always reading the play beautifully. As soon as he cut back, Montero's coming forward. He's got a foot in on Cahill's ankle.
Another Australian corner, 8 minutes gone in the second period. Bresciano to take. Cahill goes up, good punch by Carini. Tapped by Aguero. He's got pace, has this winger. Whistle's blown. Jason Collins is going to get a card here.
There's a handful of Aguero. There's the danger for them. It looks in this second half. Put the foot on the pedal. Going at Emerton. On that occasion, Kalina had to track back out wide. Thought he would have had the pace.
Third yellow card of the night for Australia. No second leg to worry about, of course, so not too concerned about going into the referee's book. More concerned.
Kuehl's gone.
He's given free kicks away. He was free on the left, Harry Kuehl. Australia just couldn't work it out to that side. Aguero. Kova just trying to glance it in the direction of Morales.
Got numbers there. Scott Chipperfield needs some help. Harry Kuehl, fantastic run on the counter. Ball came in to Viduka. Just see the challenge there. It's Morales. Chipperfield. Viduka laid it off for Cahill. If only he could have switched the play.
Here's Guillermo Rodriguez. It's easy enough for Kuehl.
It's a different Harry Kuehl tonight. Loves that left side this week. He coached to take Australia to the World Cup. Rally Razic implored hitting. Employ him on that side. So far it's worked.
There's Everton on the other side. Back to Grella. Now Kuehl. Chipperfield's up in support. Everton have made a good run. Brett Everton's ball in. Montero, with all his experience, just stuck out a right boot. Way into touch. Australia on top at the moment.
Kuehl's on fire. They need to keep feeding in the ball.
Kalina with a little dink in towards Viduka. Bresciano! Could have been, maybe should have been. It was pretty high for Marco Bresciano.
It was pretty high for Mark Viduka. What did we say about feeding him the ball? Hiddings' message was, don't bring him into play too deep. It's where he's traditionally played, Mark Viduka. He's a lone striker, but coming too deep, under pressure, trying to hold the ball. And they maintain possession across midfield until he gets himself set. And let's get it into his feet, run off him.
Watch your nerves at home. pretty fraught here, I can tell you. Plenty to be positive about for Australia.
Comfortable at the back at the moment. Lucas Neal and Tony Vidmar. An excellent job.
Now goes central. Just bounced for Tim Cahill. He's in there trying to make a nuisance of himself. By Emerton. Australia, as they did for large swathes of Montevideo, controlling this. Here's Kuehl. The bounce worked for his favour. Over the top by Montero. Another Australian corner.
Again, beautiful work. But it's Harry Kuehl who's making the runs. He's tormenting the right fullback at the moment. Coming deep, turning. Using his body beautifully. Turning players every time. He's just been forced a fraction wide to have a strike there. It's a third ball he's fizzed across the box. Montero's been there every time.
And they're asking some searching questions of the Uruguayan defence here, Australia. Can they get this key second goal? Chipperfield's ball in, that's too close to the keeper. Now, Varela, a bit of space for him on the right. Australia trying to close off the gaps. Lucas Neal comes across.
Been outstanding.
Cahill, only Viduka up in support. That's a good challenge by Diego Lagana. It'll be a throw-in.
Good run again by Cahill. It's a difference. Once he brought Kuehl on, adjusted the system. When we start going forward, we've got people making runs into those wide areas, stretching the fullbacks.
It's a bit short for Vinny Grella. Lucas Neal having to track back a good 30-40 metres. Schwarzer. Done by Kuehl. Montero was there.
Right idea.
For
Right idea. Jason Kalina.
Jason Kalina having a word with the referee. A suggestion of a handball there against Reguero.
Beautiful.
Slide with a pass, finding Cahill. Now Chipperfield. Australia trying to build up a head of steam again. This man's the key. Harry Kuehl. It's very deep. Cahill! So it's gone already.
We know he can leap. He's got up there and he's pulled it off his head. Keeper's not happy. Ball wasn't the greatest from Kuehl. Too close to the keeper. Gee, it's good signs for Australia. And Kuehl just drops off that forward line. Takes the defender forward, drops back into the space, gets it to his feet. Good run from Chipperfield going beyond him there, keeping the fullback in the defensive area. And Kuehl to attack players.
Watching the hour mark at Telstra Stadium. Neal penalised. In fairness, he needs a step ladder to get above Richard Morales. Whether they fitted him in the economy seats, I'm not sure. Cahill wins that header. Bresciano runs after the ball. He's given Dario Rodriguez plenty to think about.
Good pressure.
Viduka busying himself as well.
He's forcing them wide. Bresciano keeping the pressure on. He can go backwards and wide. Just only giving them one option.
Stuck out an important boot there. It's almost deflected into Rakova's path. Bresciano with a little dink over the top. Viduka was concerned about the offside flag. To track back. Past the hour mark in Sydney. 1-0 Australia on the night. All square on aggregate.
Bresciano's pushing a long way forward. Going up and occupying the other centre half, Lugano. Montero's having to take Viduka. It's good signs for us. Allow them to be too comfortable at the back. Try and occupy their spare man.
Got out of play. Kuhl. Well, if there are any question marks over his fitness, he's answered them tonight.
He's been a different player. Looks the confident Kuhl of old. Off the pace, Montevideo. I'll tell you why. Proceedings got it right again, gave him the full 90 minutes. He's one of those who raised questions about it. He's put 90 minutes in his legs and he looks all the better for it, Kuhl.
Australia are controlling this game at the moment. Marciano onside. Cahill makes his way into the middle. Cross didn't arrive. It's picked up the loose ball by Reguero. Vidmar has to be careful with Recoba around. He's done well. Cahill. Marciano. It's his sort of range. Edge of the penalty area. Had to take it first time. Difficult one to keep down.
It's a good play from Cahill. He brought him to play. Good ball from Vidmar. But the key is here. The key for us in this game in the second half so far is here. It's Tony Vidmar. It's the two central. Lucas Neal staying. As soon as they start to come and try and get the ball into Morales or Recoba. Brilliant job, Tony Vidmar, stepping forward, intercepting everything. First rule of defence is to cut off the supply. And so far, they're doing it well.
Defending right at the pitch as well with Alex Kalina. Everton and Chipperfield working the flanks. This man's done his job as well, Vinny Grella.
Oh, he's grown since Kuhl came on. Adjusted.
Here is Kuhl, trying to get to the byline. Another corner.
Beautiful.
Kuhl's had his critics, but this crowd in Sydney is on their feet, applauding the Socceroos' efforts. Can they force the door open a second time? Bresciano's corner, again it's too close to the keeper.
He's got to get that away from the keeper. Wouldn't be a bad idea, them switching around actually. Chipperfield taking it from that side and Bresciano from this. Get them out away from the keeper. Give us a chance.
Guillermo Rodriguez for Uruguay. Haven't seen too much of it inside the Socceroo penalty area. Kuhl just leans Recoba away from the ball. Now, was Bresciano being held?
Yes, he was.
He was. Pablo Garcia was the culprit. Cahill, a willing runner as ever. Cross King, Guillermo Rodriguez. Everton's there to help out his teammate.
He's turning blind, Cahill. See the second man coming in. The 2-on-1. He didn't get clattered there.
Everton just muscle there by Reguero. Done by Lucas Neal. Sets Australia on the offensive again. Grella through to Kuhl. Just couldn't quite find Viduka. Clearance by Diogo.
Australia well in control, controlling the match, the tempo, the possession. And to look at trying to take more advantage. Another one in the back of the net.
Shano's free in. Lots of space on the left-hand side, but Australia forced to the right. Emerton, much too much weight on that one. It's tense, it's tight.
When he got the ball then, Fasadi was urging him to release it early. 2-on-3.
Confirmation of the attendance tonight, 82,698. One of them will be leaving early, I can guarantee that. Australia have cut down on the free kicks, conceded in the second half, but they have got one up here. It's for Recoba to get involved. It's been a bit quiet in the second half. Vidmar deals with that one. Cahill, 50-50 ball, won by Kuhl. No foul given.
Good idea by Harry. Just Flipping it over Lugano's leg. Been away there.
Lugano suggesting that Kuhl took a dive there.
Oh, stellar work from Tony Vidmar.
Had a good game tonight, Tony Vidmar. He too has his critics, but served his country well down the years. Rodriguez will get a card for that one. It's a late challenge on Jason Kalina. The goal-scoring hero of the first leg. It's a card in the second. In fact, he got a card in the first as well.
Jason's drawn the tackle. He was almost asked for it, really. It's unfortunate. Cahill couldn't get the ball to Emerton. He made a great run. Oh, he's gone in well over the ball there. Jason's gone in fairly. Decision by the referee.
3 yellows apiece. 1 goal apiece. In terms of the 2 legs. Oh. Lucas Neal took a knock there as well.
Sort of learned to release the ball early.
Midway through the second period. Kuhl loses out in midfield. And turned by Chipperfield. There's some chasing back to do now. Neal's clearance. And finds Diogo. Morales. Kova's made a run into the middle. Little chip now, Diogo's there as well. And again, good work by Tony Vidmar.
Just staying on his line. And Vidmar to mop it up. See him on screen there. He's had a marvellous career. Still playing professionally in Holland. Keeps this up. Approach legend status. He's having a whale of a game.
Now some defending to do here for the Socceroos. Must not concede. Emerson met it at the near post. Back to Recoba. Second bite of the cherry. Whipped it in with that cultured left boot, but Schwarzer was there.
Tiring Recoba, you know.
He's not had much of an impact in the second period, has he?
He hasn't had that much time this season with Inter Milan. Last month, I understand he's had a few games, or half games. But a full 90 minutes and a massive emotional effort in Montevideo, getting his team over the line. I wonder how tired he's getting.
Kuhl looks very sprightly. His best throw, though, has to be said.
See Recoba again. He's falling over. I think his legs are starting to go. His delivery on the free kicks. Execution is suffering.
Cahill. Trying to just weave his way past the defender. He was a bit too experienced for that.
It's good pressure. Defending from the front. Another easy possession. Play out of defence. The pressure are higher up the park. You see we're playing in their half.
20 minutes to go in Sydney. Australia trying to put to an end those of 7 previous failed campaigns. Diogo finds Varela. Varela commits the foul. Andrew Orsatti has some news on the touchline. Andrew?
Several Uruguayan substitutes have been warming up now for about 15 minutes, but Fossati has called Marcelo Zaлагeta to get ready to come on, so the Juventus striker about to make his entrance into this arena.
His timing is good. It's very good. They've been out of the game in the second half. Australia only had the foot down. We've just started to take it off. Just starting to get a foothold in the second half.
Jason Kalina having to track back. Now Lucas Neal under a bit of pressure. It's Chipperfield. Australia trying to play their way out of defence.
Cahill. Well.
They've done very well. Now Kalina goes long. Spotted it on from Viduka, just offside.
It's good play. 4 or 5 passes out under pressure. Grella was key. The link man came into him. He played the ball forward, didn't go backwards. Uruguay trying to step onto us. First touch, turned. Good play from the central midfielder. Relieved the pressure.
Good header by Lucas Neal. Morales battling with Neal again. It's intelligent play by the Blackburn defender. He wasn't panicked. Blue shirts around him. And now Uruguay can make their change, and it's as you suspected, Craig. It's the danger man.
Interesting. He's gone. Well. It's good and bad. The brilliant set pieces are gone. He hasn't really done that tonight. A bit of genius has gone as well. Jetta is capable, though.
Certainly is. Scored a hat-trick against Colombia in the World Cup qualifiers. 3-2 victory.
Different type of player. He might push further forward as well. We might have to adjust again at the back.
We've got 2 big men now up front. Salajeta and Morales.
Vinny Grella's grown throughout this match. Right now he's having his best match I've seen for Australia.
He was pretty good in Montevideo. Here's Everton. Vidmar. Almost everybody behind the ball for Uruguay. Trying to make life difficult for the Socceroos. Grella the offender.
Almost better off getting that ball in early. In behind for Kuhl or Viduka. Keep forcing them back. Get a bit nervous when we start playing around in front of them. They're so expert at stepping forward, killing the move, getting possession back and breaking out.
Free kick duties now with Paulo Montero. Following the departure of Recoba. Varela, he's clattered into there. Referees allowed play to go on.
Harry Kuhl.
Salajeta went down. Australian heart in their mouth there.
Harry Kuhl's made a magnificent tackle.
Australia on the counter. Viduka. Everton and Cahill joining in support in the penalty area. Intelligent pass finding Kalina. It's good play by the Socceroos. They've been able to retain possession. Best cross though from Kuhl.
It's got to stop. It's no good lifting him into the far post. Carini's too good coming off his line. He's got to get him in around the near post, whipping in. Get the ball down and play off Viduka again. Play your 1-2s. Looks to me as well as though Harry Kuhl's starting to tire. He too hasn't had a lot of football.
It's been a great contribution in this game, that's for sure. A lot of involvement in the goal as well.
A lot of food for thought for hitting. How to adjust to this substitution. Also how to get back in the ascendancy in this game.
Cahill went to ground and referee's going to show Pablo Garcia the yellow card.
He's been lucky to escape it twice in the last 5 minutes actually. Hit Cahill once and Bresciano once from behind. Third time unlucky.
Can the Socceroos get lucky from this free kick? It's the final quarter of an hour of normal time. It goes on at 1-0. Extra time will loom. Bresciano's delivering. Viduka goes down. Half-hearted appeals for a penalty. Bresciano wins it back. Now Kuhl. Harry Kuhl.
Worth a strike. Worth a strike. Viduka backing in to Lugano in the box. Climbing over the top of Viduka. We've seen them given higher up the park. It's a big call though in the box. Very often will wave on would have given it further away from goal.
Because Hiddink might just be thinking about possible change.
I think he is.
The likes of Aloisi.
I think he is. Legs starting to tie up. Uruguay not creating anything.
It's Kuhl. And that Cahill just eluded Viduka. Montero was back. Vidmar's done well. Hill sweeps it out to Chipperfield.
Concentration from here as the legs start to go.
Kuhl. A metre or two of space. Bresciano's wide left. Cahill with a header. Just didn't quite get hold of it.
No. If you're going to have one player arriving in the box for a ball on his head,
he's free too. Notwithstanding
that it's a diving header, a man who lives and dies on his ability to head the ball with late runs into the box, he's probably the one.
Still it remains 1-0. Another free kick, Uruguay. Taken short. Chemo Rodriguez charged down well by Cahill. He's worked ever so hard tonight, Tim Cahill.
Australia getting out very quickly.
Looks as though Alan Montero just have pulled a muscle there, tweaked a hamstring. He pulled up as soon as he got to the ball. That's a real worry for Jorge Fossati.
Tom Montero brought a groin injury into the game. He's had a couple of months. They've been nursing it along. Just watch here. Looks to be more pulling up, something to do a hamstring, something on the right leg. You've got injuries in different areas of your lower torso. Can affect in different ways. He certainly didn't come in 100% fit.
He's 34 years of age. We shouldn't forget that now, Paolo Montero. He's one of the legendary defenders of world football.
It's gone. He's off. Mark Viduka talking to his troops.
Well, I think we can get some information on the substitution that's about to take place. Andrew Fossati.
Yes, Fossati has called for Alejandro Lago, so it looks like he'll be coming on. We shall wait and see.
Thank you, Andrew. Uruguay just momentarily down to 10 men. They get Lago ready.
This is where the battle is off the pitch as much as on. Hiddink and Fossati looking at the watch. 11 minutes to go. Any substitution you make now will leave you one less if it goes to extra time. So far, Hiddink has 2 up his sleeve.
Chipperfield. He's had the free kick called against him for the challenge on Varela.
He's also got to be starting to think, who are my #1 penalty takers? I know it's early. These are all the things that go through the mind. Someone like Hiddink, if you take him off now, that's when Montero could be a key loss for Uruguay.
We've got a free kick here. Pablo Garcia. That's easy enough for Schwarzer.
There's the difference on the dead balls without Recoba.
Uruguay still to make that change. And the gap for Montero. Now, Harry Kuhl in round the back. Kuhl shot! Oh, Carini wasn't convincing. He's gotten away with it.
It's a good snapshot on the right. Bresciano had made his way in. So had Viduka once he got the ball off his head. Difficult to score at the near post. His right boot, though, used to go to the far. Let Carini save it across to Viduka.
Bresciano with the corner. Outswinger this time. Cahill was up there. Whistle's gone.
It's better, though. It's better, though. They've switched him from the other side.
9 minutes to go, Craig. How is this game and this tie going to end up? Just confirmation that it's Marcelo Sosa who's the change for Uruguay. Okay, Fossati without his captain. So just swapping things around a bit there. He did call for Margot first, as Andrew Orsatti suggested, but he changed his mind. Marcelo Sosa is the replacement. As Vinigrella clears his lines. Chipperfield in a tangle. Viduka. Cahill's header. Again. Goes to ground and looks hopefully at the referee. At the time the whistle wasn't forthcoming.
Well, Lucas has done brilliantly.
He had to.
8 minutes to go. But you don't need the short passes inviting pressure in a defensive third.
He's had a terrific game, Lucas.
Oh, he's been brilliant. The first leg in the second half, Neil, Vidmar, Popovic, heroic. If we get through tonight, I think those three guys are a long way towards getting us there. Tonight, Popovic did well when he was on, but these two have been brilliant so far. Need to keep concentrating.
Everton. Can he keep it in play? Just too far for Brett Everton.
So late in the game, staring down the barrel of extra time, it's more than likely, if the game's going to be decided, that it will be decided by a mistake. Tired legs don't get to something, a mistimed tackle, miscontrolled pass. Have to go right to the final whistle.
I don't think there's any questioning Australia's fitness. Been as keen in the 84th minute as they were in the first. That was epitomised by Brett Everton just a few seconds ago.
This is where you need the crowd now, willing the guys on. You need 82,000 voices in unison getting them over the line.
I've heeded your call, Craig. It's out to Kuehl. Chipperfield on the overlap. Kuehl uses him as a decoy. It's gone behind, and it will be a corner. There was one or two half-hearted appeals for a handball there, maybe not so half-hearted in terms of Harry Kuehl.
It's just the referee was on this side though, wouldn't have seen it. It was only down to the referee, might have been unsighted. It was a beautiful run by Chipperfield, overlapping with Kuehl to space.
Is this the moment for the Socceroos? Shade over 5 minutes to go. Bresciano's delivery. When he comes, doesn't get there. Here's Scott Chipperfield, takes a touch. Just couldn't get the shot away. Still the danger not averted for Uruguay. Colina chips it in. Viduka's header. Cahill goes after it. Dead ball is the end result.
Very good ball by Colina. Ball came out. Chipperfield controlled it. He should have taken the second touch as a strike. Tried to jink past the players. Not much room in the box. A little bit tired legs. As it comes out though, it's an intelligent ball from Colina. Plenty would have overhit that, but tried to curl it in. Uruguay had numbers. It's a little chip. Now Viduka time.
Whistle's gone again. It's been a busy referee tonight. Pablo Garcia. Well spotted by Harry Kuehl, that ball. Now, can Australia profit? Plenty back though for Uruguay in fairness. And that's a foul and a free kick.
Started Kuehl. Harry needs to stay away. Just get away from him, it's done.
This will tell us more.
That was not a bad challenge actually from Lugano. He managed to get his body away from Kuehl. Kuehl started to go down before the contact was there. I've got to say, it was the right decision. It wasn't the right one from Harry to go. You saw tired legs there. Timmy Cahill's worked himself to a standstill. Harry Kewell on the break. In the last 4 minutes of a World Cup qualifier, both Viduka and Cahill looked a bit tired. Weren't able to join up quick enough.
3.5 minutes to go.
It's where you need a moment of magic, Simon. You need a Viduka to do something special.
It's going to take something special to win this tie in normal time. Up and under. Jules happy to let it bounce out of play. Do the Socceroos have what it takes to edge out a very sturdy and robust opponent? They've been well ahead on points in this game. Well spotted the run of Everton. Reguero. This comes Cahill to double up. Free kick's gone Australia's way.
Right. Body across the ball.
Kalina. Now would surely win it. Down the line by Everton. Bresciano taking on Pablo Garcia. Corner.
Beautiful run, Bresciano.
Surely a corner.
Oh, I don't know how that works.
Well, if there is one person in the ground, apart from the referee, who doesn't think that's a corner, I'd be very, very surprised.
It's okay. Some know your way, some don't.
It's a corner.
Oh, it's clearly a corner.
The linesman's about 5 metres away.
Oh, it's quite ridiculous. Just getting upset about it. They've done well so far.
Get upset if Uruguay score here, I can tell you that. Salajeta. Neil there, as he's been all night. Less than 90 seconds of normal time. Stand firm, Socceroos. Keep your focus.
Numbers back. Just need no foul.
Well, Chipperfield's clearance. Another foul given. This time Viduka is penalised.
So strong in the game.
You can see what the Australian bench thought about that. 44 fouls, our stat count says. Let's go.
Tie.
6 yellow cards.
Must defend it.
Maybe a final chance for either team. Normal 90 minutes. This would be too cruel after the Socceroos' performance tonight. Salajeta. Trying to slip away from a combination of Everton and Cahill.
Did well. Delivery wasn't great, thankfully for Australia. Everton did well.
For either team to force a winner. Set for the extra half hour, which incidentally, just for your information, away goals will count double. It's tense on the benches, it's tense everywhere inside the stadium. Reguero's touch. Salajeta into the path of Morales. Out of play. Shimo Rodriguez, you can sense the nerves around Telstra Stadium. Salajeta. Who's managed to get a body in the way. Charlo wins the free kick.
One last attack.
wonderful if the Socceroos can get the job done in normal time.
You want to get it down, keep it down, their defensive third. Get 1 or 2 strikes before the final whistle.
Back into the danger zone by Grella.
You must keep it here.
Salajeta.
Eminent's got to help him.
Fresh legs off the bench. Cross comes Neil. Still Salajeta. Riquero. Which is a huge up and under. Schwartz Abelis. Good concentration by Schwartz. He's not had too much to do. Well, the free kick has been given.
It's going to give us a heart attack. Throws like that.
Time left for one more Socceroos attack. It's probably now 30 seconds left of the 3 minutes. Kuhl on the turn. Miscontrol. Neil goes route one, looking for Viduka. Carini claims.
Get you one go. You have to close up shop now.
Well, there it is. The final whistle. Australia have won on the night by a 1-0, but it's all square on aggregate. So we're going to be in extra time, extra half hour, and then, if necessary, penalties. Greg, your thoughts on the 90 minutes?
Outstanding second half for Australia. Certainly the first 30 of it anyway. Really controlled the match. That was the key beforehand. They're at home. Got the goal that they needed. Second half was all about still being patient. They really controlled it well. Minimised Uruguay to some set pieces, not many chances. I can't remember Schwarzer having a real save of class to make in the second half. Outstanding performance. Unfortunately couldn't get that second goal. And again, I don't think they'll be too disappointed. They would have thought, they would have planned for this beforehand. I think he'll know what he wants to achieve.
Okay, so a reminder, full time in the second leg. Australia 1, Uruguay 0. It's 1-1 in terms of the tie, so we'll have half hour of extra time. Well, I'm sure Husidink has had his say during the brief recess. I suppose we should say, Fozzie, that it's not only Montero and Recoba, but Forlan that's missing as well. And really, Uruguay are down to the bare bones. And we should also remember they've never scored in Australia. So the omens really are all with the Socceroos.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to jinx us. It's gone extremely well for Australia. I think Hidding's tactical plan over both legs has worked to a T. They looked good. Just before they went out, they formed a huddle. All of the support staff, everyone, with Hus Hiddink at the centre, talking to the players. I like the look of them. Quick comment from Andrew Orsatti down on the touchline. Andrew?
Well, all eyes are on the match, of course, but I can tell you I've been watching the Uruguayan bench very closely, and Paulo Montero, more than anyone else, is really inconsolable since he's gone off. He's been banging the bench with his fist. He is very frustrated, as you can understand at the moment. And I tell you what, the body language is not good at all from the bench.
Thank you, Andrew. Here we go. First period of extra time. 15 minutes each way. No golden goal. Away goals would count double. Australia have dominated plenty of games in world football. Copped a sucker punch. The difference is we've got the tactical plan. Make sure that doesn't happen tonight. This last 30 minutes, Simon, it's not about tactics, it's about belief. It's about belief in the shirt, belief in what you're trying to achieve. To me, it looks as though this bunch of players have got it. Certainly all hope so. They've got some defending to do here at the start of this first period of extra time. The crowd needs to lift Australia as well, because there's some tired legs out there, not just on the Uruguayan team. They need to play their part. Dario Rodriguez launches a huge bomb into the Australian area. Mark Schwarzer, safe pair of hands. Now here's Brett Emerton. A phenomenal amount of work on that right-hand side. So Throws it towards Viduka. Beautifully controlled. Cahill, there's nobody in the box for Australia at the moment. One corner.
Really slow to get there into the wide area. The Uruguayan's gone down.
It will be that a touch of cramp or just picks up a slight knock. It's Dario Rodriguez. He's back up on his feet. Fasati can't afford any more injuries. Corner Australia. Everybody on their feet at Telstra Stadium. Bresciano's delivery at the best. Here comes to try and meet the header. Here's Grella. Viduka. Real battle with Lugano. Chipperfield out to Kuhl. Trying to take on Diogo around the outside.
It's a tough ask. He's a very good fullback, plays for Real Madrid, no less. I just get the sense Harry Kuhl is going to have a big say in the outcome of this football match. In that second half, he had 2 or 3 times he was running with the ball forward in open play. Once or twice, almost got him behind them. He gets that chance against a tired defence. Extra time, I think he might settle it.
Australian fans trying to get behind the team. Free kick Uruguay meantime. Rodriguez, Derek version that is. Taking it short, thought better of it. Goes Salajeta, dip in the header, no power on it. Schwarzer.
2 Australians jumping for the ball. Need that. And snuck around the back. And 1 man in the air. Someone tracking the runner.
Grella. Cahill intelligently finding Emerton. Nowhere to go though. Neil. Now Tim Cahill is moving into Guillermo Rodriguez. Possibly Bresciano as well.
That's the right decision. Timmy Cahill just gave Rodriguez a nudge in the back. There's 2 players here for Australia. Cahill knew if the defender misses that, he's in. He's just tried to help him on his way. I don't mind when Lucas Neal gets that ball forward early. He's going to get bodies there. Do look in trouble.
Just got a quick glimpse of John Aloisi there. Stripped and ready for action on the sideline. As Varela shoots on the turn. Neal again with the block. He's been a colossus for Australia tonight.
Great positioning. Just so dangerous when they get a turn on the edge of the box. You can't afford it. Taking shots from that distance. Good deflections, anything.
Uruguay resorting to playing long balls out of defence. Comfortably dealt with. The likes of Vidmar and Neal. John Aloisi is going to come on any moment. Defence is the man to come off, Greg.
That's a good question. Very good question. I wouldn't be surprised if Timmy Cahill comes off. He's been looking tired. Sort of 15 minutes or so. Hasn't really got on the ball. He's not getting forward when we counter-attack. He's not getting himself in the box.
Well, offside against Mark Viduka. That means they can make the change, and it's Marco Bresciano who's going to be the man to make way for John Aloisi. He's been the hero of the night so far, Bresciano.
He has. And he has indeed. He gives him a warm reception as he comes off the park. There's another one who was just tiring. It's going to take a massive effort from every gold shirt.
John Aloisi did the business for Australia in Germany earlier in the year. Will he be the hero tonight? Uruguay looking to make another change as well, which will be their third and final one. Looks like it's the flying winger, Fabian Stoyanov. Meantime, here's Pablo Garcia. Guillermo Rodriguez. Salajeta. Ankle tap by Neil. Free kick's taken quickly. Varela. Now, Varela. Oh, just flies past the post.
Not sure it was a foul from Lucas Neil. I think it was pretty hard done by, actually. That's the second time they've had easy strikes outside the box. There's plenty of time in extra time. Need to make sure keep the gate shut at the back. Oh, that's unlucky. That's harsh.
Penalised for handball. Uruguay about to make their third and final change. It's like for like Mario Reguero for Stoyanov, young man who plays his football in Spain for Cadiz. He's earning rave reviews. He's got searing pace. He caused the Socceroos a few headaches on Saturday. He came on as a replacement. Here's his first touch. Fabian Stoyanov.
He will just get everything in the box.
And behind Kuhl.
Saying Simon, they bring him on now. Salajeta and Morales up front. And they will be getting as many balls in the box to those two big men as they possibly can the remainder of this match.
Set piece for Australia to defend. Again, it was Guillermo Rodriguez. Got a clean header in, just couldn't keep it down. These are nervous moments for the Socceroos.
Just lost control at the moment. Uruguay, a couple of fresh legs. Putting their foot on the ball, their build-up's better. They're a little bit more tired. They're not pressuring them so high up the park. They're playing out of defence now.
He loses out. It's an English ball. Really is a case now, Craig, of who's going to blink first. Garcia straight into Aloisi.
So there's the legs go, Simon. Extra time. It's all about just keeping the mind sharp. If you switch off for 1 second, the details, as Hiddink repeatedly says, the details leave one man free. The details in attack. This type of situation, the delivery.
Tony Vidmar's up from the back. I think will always be a threat. Referee's got some sorting out to do. Aloisi, of course, plays in Spain, so he will converse quite easily with the Spanish official. Cantaleo wants a word with the two captains, I think. All sorted out. They can get on with the football. Chipperfield's delivery. It's the right idea again. Cahill the target. Carini for the first time tonight. She has a very safe pair of hands.
Ball too far. Left boot curling in towards the keeper. Too much height.
Too much height there for Grella. Now this is a real chance for Uruguay. Round the back of Lucas Neil. Into the near post. Beaten away by the Australian defence.
Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant defending. Brilliant defending. Poor work from Grella. The ball was bouncing, came out, was sold far too high up the park. Left Emerton with two guys running at him. Wasn't able to control the header. Stoyanov was in. Three men threw themselves at the ball.
Another corner to defend for the Socceroos. Away by Vidmar. Retrieved by Pablo Garcia. Thump clear by Mark Viduka. Socceroos living on their nerves at the moment. Ball again won by Uruguay, but Schwarzer says, I'll have that.
And that's a good delivery out to Kuhl.
Viduka and Aloisi up ahead. How much has Kuhl got left in the tank? 3 blue shirts alongside him, and 3 was more than enough. His first time, and Kuhl's done ever so well.
He has done. He has done. He's fighting, Harry Kuhl. He's fighting.
The crowd on the far side are giving it some as well. They're hugely involved in this game.
Every time a player gives something extra, it means something. Teammates build on it.
Here's Grella. Squares it for Emerton. Emerton thought about the shot. He did have a shot. Long way off target by Brett Emerton.
First touch let him down. It's too close to his feet. You take 2 steps onto this, look. He's only got half a step. Can't swing the leg. I like the attitude of Harry Kuhl. Every player has to give more than they've got.
Lucas Neal fell a bit awkwardly there. He's going to need a bit of treatment. It wasn't so much the challenge, but it's the way Lucas Neal fell. Small on the back job. I'm sure he'll be all right. He's a tough character, Lucas Neal. Listen to the Aussie crowd. Flicked on by Viduka. Well, Garcia was there. Viduka. It's into a corner. Free kick.
It's all right. They're way out there. 3 on 2. Chipperfield had gone forward. Probably didn't need to. There's no advantage played.
.54 fouls in the game now.
This is when you need to just dig in. It's what it's all about heart.
Shown plenty of that.
Done brilliantly.
Harmlessly through to the goalkeeper, and we've got some news from Andrew Orsatti.
Simon, very interesting. I can see a few Aussies warming up, including Zelko Kalatz, and I just wonder whether or not Hiddink is toying with the idea of bringing them on should this go to a penalty shootout.
Well, that's interesting. I think Mark Schwarzer is the expert in saving penalties, isn't he?
Yeah, I'll back either of them. Schwarzer, I still remember watching in '93 against Canada, saved 2 to get us through to the Argentina playoff. He was only 21 at the time, showed a lot of strength. I'll back him.
Do we back Australia to score from this free kick? This would be an opportune moment to score. First period of extra time is nearly up. Foul on Kuhl. Provides them with this free kick. Again, the crowd rises. Plenty up from the back. It's a deep one towards Aloisi. On the volley. Blocked by the Uruguayans again. And the whistle goes. The end of the first period of extra time. And yet again, the raw Craig remains in the throats of the Australian fans.
That's pure Australian football. We can't do it easy. We haven't done it easy for 31 years. We're not going to do it easy tonight either. But to me, right to this point, it's been a heroic performance by this Australian team. One of the best passing performances, dominating, controlling a match against a genuine world-class side that Australia have ever had.
The impact of Hiddink on this team has been marked.
Oh, it's obvious. It's obvious. It's nothing short of brilliant. And if he gets us through tonight, he's a magician. But these guys deserve it. Ned Zelic said at the end of the game, it means nothing in international football. At the end of the day, you've still got to take the chance. These guys here, 13 of them so far, the whole squad, 42 or 45 right through qualification. 435 former players pulled on this green and gold. And of course, the late and great Johnny Warren. It's time to evoke the name of the great man, Simon. He's here with the boys, all those former players willing them on. They have got to get over the line.
Well, the second period of extra time is about to begin. You can sense the tension and the excitement amongst the Australian fans. Players must be feeling this wave of energy from the crowd. 83,000, and that man will be a legend if Australia can do it tonight. They certainly worked hard enough for it. Chances have been pretty few and far between, certainly from inside the box. Can they find one chance, one goal in this final 15 minutes? If not, it'll be the shootout. Offside flag up against John Aloisi.
Need to keep bodies back. Uruguay have shown in this game they're not too often going to break us down with their passing. Sling some balls in from wide areas. One thing we don't is to be caught short a man in the centre of defence. We can afford to be a little bit cautious. John Aloisi's got fresh legs.
Again, Luis Medina Cantalejo is coming across to the Uruguayan bench. And another official is told to leave the dugout. It's two by my reckoning. Meantime, on the football pitch, a very big issue to solve. Relato to Kuhl. Still got plenty of pace. Essentially, Australia now have, I suppose, a front three of Kuhl, Viduka and Aloisi. Surely they can find a goal from somewhere. Lovely touch by Harry Kuhl. Anderson was almost teed up, just delayed too long. Now Australia do need to get bodies back. That's good for us.
Just don't need to commit too much forward. Chipperfield's gone in to join in. Hamilton's up there as well. We're capable of scoring here without getting everyone forward. Need to be smart.
John Aloisi peeled away off his marker, gives chase. Carini just there a fraction before him. I do sense though, Craig, Australia score, Uruguay are gone.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. I believe we've got a goal in us.
Salajeta, other end. 50-50 ball, and Kuhl wins it.
Beautiful. He's not happy about the studs up either.
Sosa back to Diogo. Vinigrello on the hand. Free kick Uruguay. 3 minutes into the second period of extra time. Marco Bresciano's goal.
Hamilton's limping badly.
There goes the 35th minute.
He's got cramps. Josip Skoko's coming on.
Skoko's going to have to wait for this free kick to be taken, I think.
Hamilton can't even move.
He's really struggling, is Brett Hamilton. He's just saying to the referee,
want to get him on now.
They want to make a change. Cantalejo says you'll have to wait.
Well out.
Meet and drink for Schwarzer.
Beautiful.
Will the instruction be to kick the ball out of play so they can make the change? Just yet. Awkward bouncing ball for Diogo. Kuhl's in there. Just wouldn't go Australia's way. Ball's away by Sosa. Salajeta. Stoyanov. Well, still there, making the challenges. Aloisi. Free kick given.
He's done well, drawn the foul. Now we get Skoko on. Emmerton can't get off quick enough.
Just waiting for the referee to look the right way because he's looking at Richard Morales.
Aloisi's got a problem with Lugano. Some jostling. Tempers frayed.
Ten minutes to go.
To make history. For each and every guy to be remembered for eternity.
Chipperfield goes down the line. Kuehl. Well, it's a goal kick. Even Fossati looks surprised.
Skoko, fresh legs. Centre of midfield, Garcia there with him. Very tired. It's a match-up. Could do something for us if he can get the ball to his feet, Skoko. Can beat a man.
Take set pieces as well. And penalties, of course. Skoko, best first touch. Picked up by Grella. Best pass by Vinny Grella either.
He's recovered well.
Sosa trying to find Stoyanov.
Good work by Chipperfield. In front of Stoyanov there. Through the bad pass.
Attention.
Fossati's just thrown a ball into the back of Chipperfield. Come on. No, it's tense, but have some class.
He's had one or two tactics, hasn't he, throughout the two legs, Jorge Fossati. As usual, he's pleading innocence. And that's just given Australia a little extra spur. Again, the crowd rise. Skoko's delivery. Too close to the goalkeeper. Doesn't matter who takes them. They've been down Carini's throat all night.
You can't have the coach throwing a ball at a player. He should be off, sending the guy out. Get rid of the coach, get him off the bench, up in the stand. That's out of order.
Certainly is. Sent two away from the bench already tonight as Cantaleo.
So the guy was trying to fight with one of the Argentine players. Just leave it on the pitch.
Australia have won possession back again. Kuehl trying to find Aloisi. Picked up by Grella. Australia pushing, probing.
Now the delivery's got to be good.
Kalina.
Go around him. Good ball.
Skoko. Bit of space for Josip Skoko. Cut out by Pablo Garcia.
It's made a difference. Skoko. Fresh legs in the middle. He's a presence now. Right on there earlier. Good little dart in behind the defence.
5 gold shirts to 8-4. Again, the whistle has gone. Foul by Tim Cahill on this occasion. And again, some afters. Well, it's been niggly. Referee, I don't think has helped at times, Craig. It's been a little whistle happy. He's hitting implacable as ever.
I just think there's some things that the assistant referees could and should have seen. Little stuff behind play. You know it's coming. I think the boys have dealt with it well. Again, it's all about preparation. Keep their minds on the job. Didn't get drawn in.
Cahill finding Jason Kalina, who's almost at right back. Back to Cahill. Skoko is short. Cahill goes down the line. Good ball. Aloisi. Kuehl and Viduka wait in the middle. Skoko drills it in. Oh, real chance for Viduka, and credit to Diego Lugano.
It's world class. It's world class defending. It's quite outstanding. It's a great ball, but he read it all the way. Viduka took him out of the space. He knew.
Corner Australia. Not the best. Away by Pablo Garcia. Kalina back to Skoko. Again, not a great delivery. Again, Australia will pick the scraps up. There's only one team that wants to win this at the moment, it seems. Here's Kuhl. In towards Viduka. Aloisi couldn't get there.
The idea was right.
Vidmar's header. Lugano in turn.
Brilliant. Vinny Grella.
Now Lucas Neal. Trying to seek out Aloisi. Didn't quite get there. Australia winning all the 50-50 balls at the moment. Uruguay look a tired team.
Vidmar handballed off the chest. That was one then.
Towards Viduka. Oh, out came Carini. It's fallen for Skoko. Josip Skoko.
Good lad.
I thought that was the moment just for a second.
It's good. It's very good. It's keeping the pressure on. It's a lot of high balls into the box. Viduka. He's been majestic. He's won a lot. He's been a presence all night. At this time, when you've got tired defenders, there's nothing wrong with just getting the ball in and around that box. Try and draw a mistake.
Salajeta run out of it by Skoko. Oh, whistle's gone again by Cantaleo. Oh, I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, he's certainly been happy to blow it. Doesn't let much go. Not too many complaints though at the moment.
Surely Australia can't blow it. 3.5 minutes left.
Lucas Neal on Morales.
Pablo Garcia's ball in.
Lucas Neal. You've got to get to it.
Morales. Oh, Morales! Oh, a metre or two wide of the post. Oh dear.
That's just tired legs, that.
You can hardly stand the tension.
This is where it's difficult. You get the ball out, as soon as it's delivered back in, you've got to be close to people. Should have had someone near him. Lucas got across.
It's the final 3 minutes. Stoyanov. Well watched by Vidmar.
Brilliant.
Now Kalina. To halfway. Kuhl screaming for the ball wide left. Here's the target. Came off Kuhl last. Goal kick.
He's had a massive battle with Diogo. Geez, a good defender.
Nobody's worked harder than Kuhl for Australia tonight.
No, he's been outstanding. He made the difference when he came on, but he's done it at both ends. He's tracked back 4 or 5 times when he really needed to. He's not been carried by anyone in this team. They've all stood up.
Chipperfield's header. Aloisi. Stoyanov. Took a loose ball there for Uruguay.
It's not a bad foul from Josip. Break up the play.
Just about 90 seconds left.
They need bodies.
An extra time.
Schwarzer might have to come off his line. He's got to be strong.
Pablo Garcia's ball in. Oh, and a real chance here for Australia.
Oh, brilliant. Good work for the big man. Gee, it's a tight header. No power. Go now. Now you go.
Kuhl's ball. Too far for Aloisi.
Gee, we could have done with... Oh, I tell you what. Talk about heart attacks. Schwarzer stayed on his line.
Really, never been involved in a match as tense as this.
Hiddink said in the press conference yesterday, he said, this is high-level football. Tell you what, you're not wrong.
It's high-pressure football. It's just for the fans.
Well, if Australia are going to do it, then we're going to truly deserve it.
This may be the last chance in extra time. Chipperfield's ball in. Don't you know it? Flags up again. It seems every time the ball goes in the penalty area, there's a foul by someone. And that may just be that for extra time. It looks like the dreaded shootout. There it is. Penalty kicks will decide a place in World Cup 2006. Australia's destiny will be from 11 metres in the capable hands, we hope, of Mark Schwarzer. Craig Foster. We're told that there will be a toss of the coin to decide who goes first. So the two captains called together, Mark Viduka and Pablo Garcia. Of course, Paulo Montero, who probably would have taken a spot kick for Uruguay.
Absolutely.
He's been substituted.
Makoba, the shoe-in for a penalty, he's off as well. Any of you at home, even remotely religious, now's your time. Say football's a religion, and it is for all of us. You've got to feel it down to your soul, but tonight, say a prayer for these boys.
They've certainly earned whatever divine guidance is come the way of this football game. They've worked so hard for the green and gold tonight. Schwarzer, I can tell you, is making his way towards the goal to our left. Probably the calmest man on the pitch. He's faced plenty of penalties in his time, got a reputation of being a shot stopper from 11 metres. Saved one on the final day of the English Premier League season last year against Manchester City. And then Middlesbrough a place in Europe, so he's used to the pressure. Fabian Carini, of course, is an experienced stopper as well.
Just can't think about what's riding on the penalty. These guys are good enough to put it in the back of the net.
Well, it's Harry Kewell who's going to go first for the Socceroos. I thought 90 minutes in extra time was drama. You ain't seen nothing yet, folks. Here we go. It's Harry Kewell against Fabian Carini. First penalty, Australia.
Beautiful.
Goal. Beautifully put away by Harry Kewell.
Sheer class, Harry. Sheer class.
Was it ever in any doubt?
No. Not with the game he's had tonight. You don't have the career he's had. Or being a shrieking violet. You step up and you get the job done.
1-0 for Australia in the penalty shootout. Now, next up is the man who scored the only goal in Montevideo. It's the left-footer Dario Rodriguez. Both benches linked arm in arm. Rodriguez against Mark Schwarzer. Save by Schwarzer!
Great
He's
save.
done it again! In the shootout, Mark Schwarzer is the hero for Australia.
It's a massive save. It's huge. It is huge. He stood his ground beautifully. I liked it when Rodriguez stunted his run, not once but twice. Schwarzer's fast off his line, he's mobile. He didn't move early, he waited for the kick. Mark, you've done it once, son. You can do it again.
Nice height, it had to be said. Listen, still a long way to go in this shootout. Still need nerves of steel from the spot. Next up is Lucas Neal, who's had a great game. It's Neal.
Oh,
it's 2-0. Australia 2-0 up in the shootout. And Lucas Neal was the calmest man on the pitch there. Pressure, what pressure?
2 steps, thank you very much. Pick the spot, knew where he was going, urging the crowd on Lucas.
Oh, it's tense.
And the guys on halfway, arm in arm. Team spirit for the jersey.
Now here's Gustavo Varela. Another save from Schwarzer in Australia, and nearly there. It's Varela. Oh, it's just underneath Schwarzer.
It's too good. Again, he held his ground, Schwarzer. He's reading them, he's not going early. It's worked once. Tony Vidmar. What a way to cap off a memorable career.
Well, Vidmar was the man who captained Australia to a famous victory over Brazil in the Confederations Cup a few years ago. Drawn 14 years experience as a pro. Surely he's never had a kick as important as this.
Well, he's done it all. He has done it all. He's seen every situation. He hasn't seen this. Just pick your spot.
Come on, Tony. It's Vidmar.
Beautiful.
It's beautifully put
Good
away.
on your son.
3-1, Australia in the shootout. And that's
Outstanding.
edging closer to the World Cup.
He's the hero. Tony Vidmar is the hero tonight. Bresciano finished the goal. Tony Vidmar's been a colossus in the tradition of Yankos and the rest. He's been massive.
Yeah, a lot of responsibility on a very young man's shoulders for Uruguay. Fabian Stoyanov against Mark Schwarzer. Here we go. Beautifully tucked away by Stoyanov.
Yeah.
3-2.
Must get this one. You must get this one.
Have to score.
You must go to 4-2 and put the pressure on there on this next kick. As you open the door, possible 3-3. Mark Viduka, and rightly so.
He's played a captain's role, Mark Viduka. Graham Arnold can't look. Viduka. Oh, he's put it wide. Would you believe it? Mark Viduka.
Mark Schwarzer now.
Who was enormous in the first leg.
Oh, he's been enormous tonight as well. People miss penalty kicks. Roberto Baggio missed. Michel Platini missed in a World Cup. He's been a great captain. Now up to Mark Schwarzer. This would be a great one to save. A great one to save.
Schwarzer just perhaps a little mind game with Salagetta, asking whether the ball was on the spot. Here is Salagetta. Oh,
Big
great
save
again by Schwarzer!
It's a huge save!
Wonderful save!
It's as big as we've ever seen in Australia. I'm sorry it is. It's as big as we've ever seen under pressure. It's the sort of heart that you need to make World Cups. Mark Schwarzer, you are a champion.
Now, that means that if John Aloisi can score this goal, Australia will be there.
Are you sure?
I'm trying to do my maths. I can hardly.
4-2.
I can
He
hardly
wins it
stand
for us. John.
Here's Aloisi for a place in the
You
World
win
Cup.
it for us.
He scored! Australia have done it!
John! Come on!
John Aloisi, the Confederations Cup hero, has done it in the biggest game of all.
Come on, Australia! Johnny Warren!
At last, at long last. 31 years, 4 months and 24 days have passed since Australia ended its campaign at the '74 World Cup. And now, finally, belatedly, wonderfully and joyfully, Australia is back on the biggest stage. What a night! What drama, what tension. And it's ended in success, and Koos Hiddink is a legend.
Oh, he's a freak, he's a genius. And his legend grows. But these guys talk about legends. They knew what they could achieve coming into these two games. John Aloisi, who better to get us through? A guy who's always put the national team first. It's cost his career at times. comes from a big football family. Everyone in Adelaide will be going mad down there, right around the country. 32 years, Simon. 32 years. Bart's, his career was ended against Uruguay with a chop to the neck. He was a brilliant player. These guys, they've done it for the country. It's something very, very special. And they've put football on the map in this country.
Kusinik has succeeded. Before him, Frank Arok, Terry Venables, Eddie Thompson, Frank Farida, all tried so hard. But tonight is Australia's night. They've deserved it. They've earned it. They said it was their time. It is their time. I tell you what, Greg, may not have been born in Australia. And tonight, I am, you are, we are Australia. The only question now is what can they do at the World Cup? This is a team from every community in Australia. It's our team, and our team are going to the World Cup. And Johnny, you told us so. Let's go down to Mike Tomalaris.
Johnny Warren did tell us so, everyone. And John Aloisi, can you believe what is happening here? 32 years, the curse has been broken.
Yeah, finally. We thought it was going to happen. We've been dreaming it for 32 years, and we couldn't ask for a better finish. We've 83,000 people here to watch us, 20 million people in Australia following us. We just can't believe it.
You know, you've been part of the squad for so many years. There's been so much heartbreak, but finally you've done it.
Finally, yeah. It's been three campaigns of mine, and I played with some great players that never made the World Cup. And I'm just happy, you know, at my age that I finally made it. For Tony Vidmar, that's 35. For Zelko Kalac, for Swartzy, for all those guys that are getting on now, we're finally going to go to the World Cup.
But John, I've got to say, you did it the hard way.
Yeah, we did. But we performed well tonight. I thought the boys did well. We were lucky enough to score in the first half. They had a couple of chances too, but it was a great 2 games, and we're there.
Yeah, congratulations. Andrew, who have you got?
He's been a real warrior. It is Vince Grella, defensive midfielder. He had the job of taking Recoba in the first game. He was here again tonight. He had been out of the team, back in the team, in and out, and then he stepped up. And what can you say about this? I mean, the history of it all is just incredible.
It's unbelievable. We worked so hard for this. The team in the last weeks really bonded together, and it's just an unbelievable feeling.
What about the way you took the game after that opening half hour? Popovic went off, Kuhl came on, and then the game completely changed. You played him off the park, and then it took penalties. What did you think of the match overall?
Well, I think we were a little bit tense in the first 10 minutes. Our passing wasn't too crash hot, and I think as we got sort of calmed down a bit and we just played good football, and when Harry come on, he looked great, and the team just played well together.
Listen, you've had some wonderful moments in your club career, of course. You got to a place you always wanted to play, being in Italy Serie A, and now you're going to a World Cup. I mean, it's a bit early, I guess, to pinch yourself and think, what does this mean? But can you quantify it right now?
Yeah, well, that's the maximum for a soccer player. My first dream as a young player was to play in the World Cup for my country, and the second was to play in Italy, so I'm a very lucky person, and I'll make sure that I honour the shirt every game I play.
Well, you've done so already. Congratulations, Vince. Congratulations to the boys. There he is, Vince Grella, defensive midfielder, going to the World Cup. Another dream fulfilled. Let's go over to Mike Tomalaris, who I believe is with Tony Vidmar.
That's right, Andrew. Tony Vidmar, 4 years ago, you left the Centenario Stadium in tears in Montevideo. 4 years later, look at you. You're a World Cup.
It's so shocked now. It's just, we basically battered them. We really dominated the whole game, whole 220 minutes, and the composure right at the end with the penalties was fantastic. And I'm speechless. I don't know what to say.
So you played the game of your life. Many people are saying this was probably your best campaign, the best 2 games that you had home and away. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, pretty close. Yeah, there's some games that stick out of my mind, but this was it. It was now or never, and unbelievable.
And Tony, some of those critics had written you off.
Yeah, well, I think the boys are going to go in the kitchen and make some humble pie, because a few have got to eat it now.
Well, congratulations, Tony. After 4 campaigns, you are going to the World Cup, my friend.
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks a lot. Hey!
Tony Vidmar, a very happy man. I tell you what, after years of heartbreak, Australia is going to Germany in 2006.
They certainly are, Mike. And look at these scenes around Telstra Stadium. Well, it's been a long old wait, and it's going to be a long old night. Fabulous scenes, and how these players have earned it. Men at work on the PA. The celebrations will go on long into the evening. John Aloisi, the hero for the penalty kick, or the final penalty kick. He'd been joking with his former colleague at Osasuna, Richard Morales, about who would go through, and Morales apparently told him that if Aloisi scored and Australia went through, he'd wring his neck. So I'm sure John Aloisi won't mind that. But these are marvellous scenes. Scenes that you'll see replayed over the coming days and weeks and years. 32 years of hurt are over. Australia are going to the World Cup.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a night Australian football will never, ever forget. Australia is going to the World Cup. Let's salute the 2006 Socceroos. And in a big Australian welcome, let's bring them up on stage, led magnificently by their captain, Mark Viduka. Timmy Cahill. Josip Skoko. Lucas Neal. Ahmed Elrich. Archie Thompson. Scott Chipperfield. Lubo Milesevic, Tony Popovic, Vince Grella, John Aloisi, Michael Thwaite, Stan Lazaridis, Zelko Kalats, Marco Bresciano, Ante Kovic, Joel Griffiths, Luke Wilkshire, Mark Schwarzer, Tony Vidmar, and Harry Kuehl. Ladies and gentlemen, these boys are going to the World Cup next year. Responsible for taking this team to Germany next year. He had 3 months to work with the Socceroos. Hus Hiddink. for the Socceroos. First, congratulations. You only had 3 months to work with this squad. We're all calling you Saint Hoos now.
I had just 4 weeks to work with them, and they were so great, these guys. Sometimes it was a little bit tough, sometimes a little bit too harsh, but at the end, this is a great bunch of guys here.
How much did belief play a role in this squad? The belief to succeed, the belief, the will, and the hunger.
When we started preparing in August in Holland, I found a group who was very eager to get, after 32 years, very close to Holland in Germany on this World Cup. And I think once more, and then we stop talking, celebrate people, once more a huge applause for these guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attendance, thank you for your time. Remember this night for a long, long time, I'm sure you will. History has been created.
Get in there!